Brethren, the Story of a Great Recovery. Part 1, England and Wales. Chapter 42. Lancaster. Periodical visits to Kendal in 1876 by Isaac Kelson, a Lancaster printer, led to the formation of an assembly in his native town. On the occasion of these visits, he was invited to attend ministry meetings in the Sand Area meeting room. The truth learned there led to his publicly confessing the Lord in baptism and to an inquiry along scriptural lines towards gathering to the name alone, apart from human systems. Following a prayerful study of the scriptures, and being fully persuaded that the step he was about to take was in the will of the Lord, Mr. Nelson, along with a few other Christians, came together in the sitting room of his home, where a table was spread and the symbols partaken of in apostolic simplicity. Henry Groves, who at that time was resident in Kendal, came over to join the brethren at Lancaster during those early gatherings, and from that time until his home call, his honored name was associated with the assembly's spiritual progress. The character of these gatherings was truly spiritual and edifying. A woman who happened to be present at the meeting, although not one of those who were breaking bread, was saved on the first Lord's Day morning. This happy occurrence was followed by the husband confessing Christ in the evening of the same day during a talk in the home of one of the brethren. A small hall was rented in Church Street, where morning and evening meetings were held with apparent blessing, and as numbers began to increase it was found necessary to remove to a classroom in the Palatine Hall. The well-known evangelists Weaver and Sylvester paid a visit about this time. A wave of blessing attended their activities in the gospel, which brought much joy and gave a stimulus to the little assembly in seeing souls saved and added to the church. Although the assembly continued active in the work, the membership never attained to large proportions owing principally to the fluctuation in the town's industry, consequent upon which there was a constant exodus from the town of those who made up the assembly. For many years after the commencement, the small gathering received much spiritual help and edification by regular pastoral visits from W. H. Hunter, of Manchester, and A. J. Holliday, of Bradford, as well as other esteemed brethren who gave refreshing ministry, and thus contributed to the building up of a testimony for the Lord, which has since been maintained in a commodious hall of their own, situated in a large artisan population.